My name is Gloria Oji Emodi, and I would like to share some very important information with you on something I call a silent epidemic: fibroids. I'm not speaking to you as a medical expert because I'm not, but I'm speaking to you as a person who battled fibroid for 12 long years. So, here are some very important truths about fibroid that you really need to know. Fibroids are non-cancerous growths that can occur in and around a woman's uterus, and it usually comes with prominent symptoms such as heavy menstrual flow, excruciating pelvic or lower back pain, and can cause infertility in women. A recent survey by the US Fibroid Center gives a very scary data, saying that 80% of Black women are at risk of developing fibroids before they hit the age of 50. Some women can have fibroids and never experience symptoms, but recent information is showing that more and more women are now coming down with severe symptoms with very serious adverse effects on their daily lives. As a woman, you can develop fibroid at any stage of your reproductive life. That means from the onset of your period till menopause, there is a possibility that you can develop fibroid. Fibroids can grow whether or not you have conceived a baby before. My first fibroid was diagnosed at the age of 28 before I even had my first child, and my second fibroid was diagnosed after I'd had my second child. It can regrow after surgery, and I personally think this is the scariest part of fibroid. I was told when I had my first fibroid up that it can regrow within 3 to 5 years after surgery. However, I recently counseled a lady whose fibroid regrew 14 months after surgery. And that is why I have this personal advice for you. This is not coming from medical personnel. This is coming from me, a person who has had fibroid and has spoken to over 300 women who have had fibroid. If you have had fibroids, and you've had surgery and you try to conceive naturally after 12 to 18 months, it doesn't happen, please move on to IVF, move on to fertility procedures, because it gets harder if that fibroid regrows. So I know the question on your mind right now is, what causes fibroid? Now, this is another sad part. No one knows. No one knows what causes fibroids, but it is believed that the high levels of female reproductive hormones like the estrogen and the progesterone is what leads to their growth. And a significant reduction of these hormones, especially during menopause, is what shrinks fibroids. So after hearing this, the logical way to prevent fibroids should be to keep your hormones at normal levels, right? But how do you do that when anything, including stress, can spike your hormones? Anything at all can put your hormones out of balance. As a woman, you're more likely to have fibroids if women in your family have had them or are prone to hormonal disorders. And now to the most controversial part of this video, which I am sure a number of people might disagree with me on it, but I do not believe that there is any local remedy, supplement, or concoction that can shrink fibroids. Now, the only way to shrink fibroid is to either stop or significantly reduce the production of estrogen, and this can only happen naturally during menopause. Now, what I believe some of these supplements can do at best is to reduce the further growth of an already existing fibroid. I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but I believe fibroids aren't getting as much attention as it should, considering the incredible number of women it affects. A post of my fibroid journey is pinned on my Instagram page, and you can click on the link on my bio to find out more on my YouTube page about my fibroid journey and a lot of things that I had discovered in those 12 years. But please, share this video